So I don't know about you guys, but the pricing for the new 2023 Colorados and Canyons just came out, and I'll tell you what, I cannot afford the AT4X Canyon that I would love to have. So unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to be stuck with me building this thing up. One of the things that I wanted to do is take some of the technology and some of the useful features of the newer trucks and employ them on this truck. So this might look like a regular rear view mirror, but it's actually a dash cam and a rear view camera, but ultimately I'm not going to be using it for that. I'll actually put it under the truck here as a forward facing camera to see under my front axle. So if you've been following the channel for any length of time, you know that I don't have a motor in my truck quite yet. And that kind of poses a problem because I can't install it in my truck and use it. I can't drive around with the truck yet, so what I'm going to actually do is put this in my daily, which is my little toaster, little Scion XB, 30 miles a gallon, 40s. Gotta have a commuter car. So this actual model of rear view camera, dash cam, dual camera things has been on the market for several years now, and that's one of the reasons why I picked it, is because oftentimes you get some random Chinesium unit, and then they change the model number and they discontinue it. You can't get parts, or you can't fix it, or you gotta throw it away, and it's toast. This one's actually been around for a couple of years, and that's why I picked it. I don't plan on this video being an install video. The install is super easy, couple wires, and it's going to depend on your vehicle. But I just want to have kind of a preliminary reaction to its quality, or maybe lack thereof, and this will be a video to tell you guys not to buy it. I don't know yet, but first I got to figure out how to pull it out of the box. Magnetic clasp box. I think I paid for the box, not the thing. So it's pretty big. It's a 12-inch screen, effectively. So it should offer some pretty nice ability to see, especially when the camera's under the truck. I'll be able to kind of move around the picture and really see what I'm driving over. So it'll help with wheel placement and just general wheeling. Front facing camera for dash cam. It's got a card on board, so it's like a DVR. So what'll be cool is I can have this up on the dash, and that's kind of my front facing, kind of typical YouTuber dash cam video. Plus I'll be able to record the underside camera on the Scion. I'm not going to put it under the car. That's just silly. I'm going to put it as a reverse camera, and I want to be able to test the efficacy of the camera and see how it does in daylight and in low light in weather conditions. So we'll see how it goes. It's got a little GPS to let you know the waypoint and speed, which is kind of cool. They're watching you. Yeah, nice big long set of wires for the rear camera. This one's kind of got a cool little mount. I think it'll be nice to be able to bolt it up onto the truck and really keep it safe. I don't know if I'll put like a piece of Lexan, kind of like the new Colorados and some of the Trail Boss Silverados have. I'm not quite sure, but a little plastic mount. I don't foresee really needing to worry about that at all. The truck's pretty tall and it'll be protected for the most part. So other than the occasional mud and dirt getting on it, I can just reach up under there, wipe it off, and should be fine. I'm hoping that I can figure out a way of maybe actually maybe 3D printing a mount for this, for the stock mirror mount on the glass, so I don't have this and the mirror up there. But I kind of like the dome light, map light feature on mine, so I don't know. But I also have the map lights on the console, so I might just end up doing some sort of a 3D printed mount on the Colorado at some point. So no idea, but let's get this thing installed in the Scion here and give you my first feelings on this product. Alright, this is hardly a clean install, but I put the rear view camera up here, tucked it in, ran it down through kind of the taillight access hole, and ran it up to the front. And let's go inside the car and see what that mirror looks like. Make sure my radio's off. And there's the back. So what's cool about this, what I saw in the other videos, is it's actually pretty wide. You guys can see there, I'm looking clear up at the spoiler. Clear down to almost my bumper. It's actually pretty dang clear. Wonder if, let's turn the recording off. Settings. One of the things I saw, which is cool, is that if you guys wanted to rear cam mirror image off, so like that white car is actually that way. So that feature is kind of cool, because if the camera, the rear camera, is under the truck facing forward, I don't want to see my left tire as my right tire. So being able to reverse that is kind of cool. So if I were to mount the camera upside down, or just the way it fit, that'd be kind of cool to be able to set the camera any orientation, left, right, front, back. It's kind of cool that you can do all these different settings. Clock settings, it actually came at the right time. It's actually 1:38 on Thursday, about 3 days before this video goes live. English, flicker, 60 hertz. Daylight savings time is off. Time zone, I actually got the time zone right. That's pretty crazy. GPS display, speed limit in miles. You even got overspeed remind, which I don't quite know how they would know you're going too fast. Show reversing line, reversing line. There's a ton of really cool settings in here. So let's go for a drive and let's see how this looks while we're going down the road. So initial impression driving around is pretty good. It does kind of vibrate my mirror a little bit, obviously being a bit heavier than the stock mirror. It's obviously more heavy, so I guess that's probably a point for making a stronger mount for it in the Colorado. But right now, car behind me, I can 100% read the license plate. Granted, they're right behind me, but it's talking to you guys and I'm not going on the green light. But 100% see what the car is. I can actually see the people inside the car, and not a problem. I did have to kind of flip around the rear camera bracket just to kind of get it to fit where I wanted it. It's probably in order, but thankfully, I was able to just kind of undo a couple screws and flip it around and tighten the screws back up. So the modularity of the camera is kind of nice. The front one you can actually rotate and twist and focus in so that it's the right orientation. I don't know if you guys want any sort of like Scion content. There's going to be some stuff that I'll be doing with this car that's going to be kind of the test bed for things that I'm doing to the Colorado. So like, I want to put a sub in here, but I want it to be super hidden. I want to fiberglass it into the shape of the body, and I want to do that the same in the Colorado under the back seat. I want to put a couple subs back there. I've got two JL10s right now in a big MDF box, and I kind of want to try my hand at fiberglassing it flat to the floor. Just add another skill by fiberglassing a new kind of sub box into the back of the Colorado. So not specifically Colorado content, but more just skill based, learning how to do something that I've never done before. So some of the like vinyl wrap or Raptor liner, or not quite sure, stuff that I'm going to do to the Colorado, we'll probably be doing it to this car, learning how to do something like vinyl wrap. I've got a buddy of mine down the street that does PDR work. I want to do a video for you guys about kind of your DIY PDR versus what he does, because he makes a grip of money and he does some killer work, and I want to see if he'd be willing to do a video with me showing you guys how to pop dents, because there's some dents in the Colorado that I want to remove if I want to do vinyl wrap or Raptor or whatever we decide to do. I want to be able to do some of that and then be, honest with my abilities, and hire him to do some of the bigger ones or some of the more aggressive ones. So that'll be a fun video. I would like you guys to comment below what you guys think, but for the moment I'm gonna run down the highway here, and I'll catch up with you guys in a few minutes, and maybe when I get to a stopping point we'll talk about what I think of this little dual camera type setup for the rear view mirror. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I really like it. I'm going to end up actually getting another one for my truck. Once I get around to putting the camera under the truck as a trail camera, we'll make another quick little video about that. This, I'll tuck the wires better and clean that up and whatnot. A couple of the issues that I had was that the GPS seemed to kind of go out. I lost direction and I lost speed. I don't really care about that stuff because I kind of know where I'm going and know how fast I'm going for the most part, so don't really worry about that too much. I was kind of an area that doesn't really have good service anyway, so that could have contributed, but I do notice another time in town where the GPS stopped working, so I don't know, maybe that's just kind of a thing about it. I might just turn that off. I did end up tipping it up so that if I was looking at it, it would actually reflect into the ceiling, just because when I had it kind of tilted back like a mirror, I was seeing out the back, plus with the camera seeing out the back, it was kind of giving me like figuring out what I was looking at there for a second. So I ended up tilting it up so that I was reflecting into the ceiling. Driving around at twilight seemed to be a lot brighter. At night it seemed really good too. Daytime was great. There was some glare and some kind of washing out of like the sky and whatnot. Doesn't really seem to have a lag or any kind of like shuttering too bad. Kind of when you're going around a corner, it kind of does that a little bit, but honestly, for the most part, usable. Plus, with the ability to pull it off of the SD card and then port it into a YouTube video, like for you guys later on, when it's on that truck. I think it'd be cool and usable footage, so much easier than slapping a GoPro on the bottom of the truck. And with the way that we're going to install it, it's going to be pretty well protected up there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to testing this in the next couple months, and when I get this truck running and driving, I'll put another unit Wolf box in this truck and put the camera up there and do the new mount for the window to get it really nice and sturdy, and all that fun stuff. So looking forward to doing that. But if you guys have any questions, or if you have any thoughts on the video, something you saw, feel free to comment below, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.